Hey, have you ever woken up with that question nagging at you? Do I have to eat breakfast to lose weight? You know, you check the clock, see you're running late, and think, I'm skipping it today. Then the guilt kicks in, right? That annoying little voice going, you're gonna gain weight, that's a mistake. Chill out, take a deep breath. 'Cause you're not alone in this mess. Everyone's wondered if skipping breakfast is the big bad villain screwing up their diet, or maybe the secret sidekick saving them from morning chaos. Is it the Thanos of your weight loss, snapping everything away? Or the hero you didn't even know you needed? Today, I'm gonna show you what the science actually says, what I tried out in my own life, and how you can use it to get more freedom. No guilt, no boring rules. So, stick with me till the end to figure out how to tackle this once and for all. So, if that got you hooked back there, you're probably feeling the weight of this confusion, huh? 'Cause, honestly, this whole breakfast thing is a total mess in our heads. Growing up, they drilled it into us that breakfast is the most important meal of the day. Like, eat your toast and butter, or your metabolism's gonna crash and you'll turn into a chubby panda. Then you get older, stumble into this intermittent fasting trend, see your gym buddies posting 16 hours no food and I'm killing it, and you're like, wait, who's right here? Ever skipped breakfast and felt that inner judgment? Or worse, your aunt at family lunch going, you didn't eat this morning, are you nuts? Or maybe you had a big breakfast and spent the day wondering if that's why you've got that little tire around your waist. It's a ton of pressure. Is skipping wrong? Is eating a must? And in the middle of this mess, all we want is to lose weight without being chained to rules. So let's figure out where this tangle comes from and how to unravel it for good. 'Cause nobody deserves to live in this confusion. Alright, so we've gotta untangle this breakfast mess. And what better way than to call in science for some backup, right? 'Cause, look, I've been lost in this too, but I dug into what the studies say, and I promise I won't bore you with nerdy jargon. First off, skipping breakfast isn't the end of the world for your metabolism. Like, there's this article from Nutrition Reviews that laid it out. What really drives your weight is the total calories you eat in a day, not whether you're stuffing your face with pancakes at dawn or just sipping water. So, breakfast isn't some Superman swooping in to save your diet. But here's the twist. For some people who skip it, hunger turns into the Hulk later. You know that moment when you're fine at 10 a.m., then bam, by 11 you're ready to raid the fridge? Yeah, that can happen. On the flip side, studies show eating early might help you control things better through the day. Like, you're not a starving wolf by lunchtime. But it's not a golden rule, okay? They did this test where some guys skipped breakfast for weeks and their weight didn't budge, as long as their daily calories checked out. Others ate in the morning and stayed the same too. So what science is saying is, breakfast isn't the villain fattening you up or the hero slimming you down on its own. It's more like a sidekick in your story. It's up to how you play it. And I bet you're thinking, cool, but how do I make this work for real? Hang tight, I tested it in my own life and I'll spill how it went. 'Cause theory's nice, but we want what actually works day to day. Okay, now that science dropped some truth, let's get to what I promised. How it went when I tested this stuff in my own life. 'Cause, real talk, I've been stuck in that skip or not skip loop too, so I decided to jump in and see what's up. First, I went a whole week skipping breakfast. Just water and a black coffee to kick things off. The result? Man, mornings were a breeze. No dishes to wash, no food to think about. I had extra time to check emails, scroll X, or just chill in peace. But then, around 11 a.m., it hit hard. My stomach turned into a howling wolf, and I was this close to pouncing on the first donut I saw. So the next week, I flipped it. Light breakfast, like scrambled eggs with a slice of avocado. No over-the-top croissant or cheesy commercial vibes. And then, I felt more chill, like the day flowed without that crazy hunger spike. But gotta admit, some days it was a drag to prep, especially when I was rushing out the door. What I figured out was this. Skipping gave me time freedom but needed a backup plan to avoid chaos. Eating kept me steady but took a bit more effort. So I tweaked it to my vibe. Hectic days, I skip no sweat. Chill days, I whip up a quick breakfast. That's how I saw in real life what science hinted at. Not a villain, not a hero, breakfast is whatever you make it. Now, wanna know how to fit this into your routine? Relax, I've got a step-by-step for you to test and nail it. Alright, now that I've spilled how I tested and tweaked this breakfast thing, let's get to the plan so you can make it work for your own gig. 'Cause here's the deal, there's no one-size-fits-all, it's about what vibes with your life. So if you're into skipping breakfast, cool, go for it. Just don't let hunger turn into the Hulk later. How? Keep a smart snack handy, like a handful of almonds or a protein bar. No big deal. Just something to hit the brakes on your stomach before lunch. I do that on skip days and it's a lifesaver, trust me. Now, if you're more team breakfast, you don't need to turn into a morning chef either. Go for something light. Yogurt with some fruit or a boiled egg with a slice of whole grain bread. Skip the heavy stuff like sugary pastries or those butter-soaked toasts that scream extra calories. The trick is keeping it simple and solid, giving you energy without weighing you down. And here's a challenge to put this into action. Try it for 7 days. Like, 3 days skipping, just water or black coffee in the morning, smart snack before lunch, and 3 days eating a light breakfast, jotting down how your body and mood feel. Day 7, you pick what clicked for you. Scribble it in a notebook or your phone notes, whatever. Just tune into what's happening with you. 'Cause, look, the goal isn't some perfect answer, it's finding your answer. Freedom, folks. Your diet doesn't run you, you run it. And I swear, once you lock in your rhythm, this skip or not skip question becomes a no-brainer. So, give it a shot and let me know how it goes. 'Cause now that you've got the roadmap, it's just about picking the path that gets you where you want to be. Okay, now that you've got the plan and you're set to try it, let's wrap this up with the final word, yeah? 'Cause if you've made it this far, you've already clocked that skipping breakfast isn't the villain piling on the pounds or the magic bullet melting them away just 'cause. Here's the real talk. Breakfast is like a sidekick in your weight loss story. You're the one calling the shots, based on your rhythm and what works for your day. Tried skipping and loved the freedom? Awesome. Found eating early keeps you chill? Sweet too. The key is you've got the power to tweak it without guilt, stress, or that, it's gotta be this way, pressure. So I want to hear from you. After all this, are you team breakfast or team fast? Drop your vibe in the comments, 'cause I bet it'll spark a dope debate down there. Everyone sharing their take, swapping stories, all chill. If you dug this chat, hit that like button to give the video some love and share it with that friend who's always stuck on, how do I lose weight without losing my mind? 'Cause at the end of the day, we're in this together, figuring out how to crush it our own way. So, test it out, find your groove, and catch you next time, crew.